the demons. Now, of the demons, the triple cities. So now, what does it all mean? The demon is nothing but the higher, is the one's own genius. So what is happening here right now is, in any relationship that you are having that is not going right with a person that you are dealing with, you are creating that relationship. So you are creating the world that you live in from inside out. So if you got something that's going on in your life that is either in a relationship, a financial, a meltdown, or anything, you are creating it from the inside out. What you have to realize is what you have to do is change your perception and create what you want from the inner realm. And just basically by seeing what you want to happen, imagining what you want to happen, because that is the real world. This is the illusionary world, but you are actually being duped by it because you're thinking it's real with the glamour. Only thing you have to do is to go inside and say, this shit ain't real, and what I want to create for myself, I have the ability to do it. Long as I understand that the world that is so tragic for me, I'm bringing it on myself. I'm bringing it on myself. You see, if you're in a relationship and your husband is a slob, and your husband, you see what I'm saying, is an idiot and a demon, you create in yourself what you want your husband to be. So you go in your mind. If you can do this for your wife, you can do this for your girlfriend, you can do this for your friends. You say, well, I'm going to go inside. I want this person here to be this, and I will create this person on the inside of me what I want it to be on the outside of me. And guess what? Your husband, your friend, your contact, your workspace, everything will change based on you have the ability to create it.
That's right.
You get where I'm coming from here? Because this is an illusion. It's all gone now. It doesn't exist anymore. You see?
Right.
So let me give you some things of what glamour is. And so glamour is until I get to the crux of what I'm really here for and tell you what it's all turned out to be. You're going to be blown away by this. But glamour. Now, glamour of physical strength. These are the things with glamour. It's a ray. It's an actual ray. It's a current, and you got to break that current and all. So I'm going to give you understand what this is about. Glamour of physical strength. The glamour of personal magnetism. The glamour of self-centeredness and personal potency. The glamour of one at the center. They're just talking about the selfish aspect of people. The glamour of selfish personal ambition. The glamour of rulership and dictation of wide control. The glamour of the Messiah complex in a field of politics. The glamour of selfish destiny of the divine right of kings and personality exacted. So these divine right of kings, my self-destiny. The glamour of destruction, the glamour of isolation and alienation and aloofness, the glamour of imposed will upon others and upon groups. Get out of them groups, because the people, those group leaders are in a state of glamour, that they even got to have you follow them. The glamour of love, the glamour of the love of being loved. I just want to be loved. That's a glamour. I just want to be loved. The glamour, you see, the glamour of popularity, the glamour of personal wisdom, the glamour of selfish responsibility, the glamour to complete and the glamour to complete and understanding which negates the right of action. The glamour of self-pity, a basic glamour that is a race. Self-pity is a glamour. The glamour of Messiah complex in the world of religion and the world of need. The glamour of fear based on undue sensitivity. The glamour of self-sacrifice. The glamour of selfishness and unselfishness. Oh, I'm going to give to the people. I'm going to give to the people. My people, that's glamour too. The glamour of self-satisfaction. The glamour of self-service. the glamour of self-service. I mean, it's some glamour of war. It just goes on and on and on. And this basically is the basic functions of psychological behavior of the people. And you are creating all of this stuff through the glamour and what you've been programmed, and basically you can go inside and you can create the world that you want, because guess what? The physical world, the world that we think is really not here. It's just being created by an illusion, by glamour.
Yes.
You all right?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, we are with you. We are with you, Brother Bobby. You can't hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Now, let me go into what's our time looking like?
Oh, our time is still looking good. Let me take a look here. We still have about an hour and 14 minutes to go. So,
right. Okay. Remember, go see the movie Alice in Wonderland. Because in the movie Alice in Wonderland, that's what she had to do. She had to go inside and direct the world that she needed to create for her world to go when she got back in the physical earth. You see what I'm saying? The new one, because this is there's about 4 or 5 Alice in Wonderlands. I never could get through them with the little girl. This one you could get through because the girl. I think her story starts when she's at 20 or 19, and she goes back to Wonderland. So it's the one that's in the movies now with Tim Burton. Go see that particular movie, because that's exactly what they're talking about. You got to go in the inner world, inside of you. Remember, heaven is within, to change the world on the outside of you. And this movie is a great example of that. So go and see that particular movie. You see what I'm saying? That particular movie. Let's see here. Now, let me give you something else. That we can deal with right now. You want to inquire for those people that still want to find love? Well, we had to go overseas and get some instructions on love magic. So we got a CD on love magic. So please inquire.
I'm going to put it in.
Inquire. And guess what the first thing they say on this CD?
What is
the
it,
love that you're trying to get? You got to fall in love with self.
That's it.
To attract that love that you're trying to get. And if it's eluding you, it's because you are not in love with self.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to change from the inside. You see what I'm saying? We just saw a movie today that she's out of your league. And in this movie they was dropping the same thing. You got to fall in love with self in order to feel that you deserve somebody that you think is out of your league. Well, we got some love magic too. Please inquire for the love magic, because you might want to get a hold of some of that type of stuff and deal with the instructions on what they tell you to do. But the first instruction, they say you got to work on self.
That's right.
Another DVD is out. The 2 guys used to play on Nickelodeon called Good Burger. One of the guys is on Saturday Night Live now. And the other one appeared in a Mystery Men movie in the late 90s, and he just disappeared. What's that? The guy, I think it's Kev. It was a skinny guy.
Yes.
Right. He got a new movie out called See Dick Run. Now, what this movie is about, remember I said that there's an article in the Ghanaian newspaper in Ghana where this guy went and had sex with a prostitute, and then after he had sex with the prostitute, it was in the Ghanaian paper. She and didn't pay her money. She took his penis away. His dick disappeared. And so then we found books. There's a book called Demons of the Flesh, and in that book they talk about how over in Kenya they got these women that can snatch your penis. I think it's either called Demons of the Flesh, or it's also called Sex and the Paranormal. I think it's called Sex. That's right. It's called Sex and the Paranormal. And in that book, they talk about the penis snatchers of Kenya. Well, in this movie, that's what happened. This guy was sleeping with a whole bunch of women, and a voodoo goddess came and took his shit. And and it's interesting. So they cleaned it up at the end when they said, he got knocked out by this woman, and while he was out, this whole dream occurred that he didn't have a penis. But so they'll give you the knowledge of something, and they'll put you back to sleep. But nevertheless, it's just bearing witness that we did have that type of magic and stuff like that. That's not necessary these days, girls. So on that particular level.
Sure.
All right.